Yo, okay, so we are getting to something that I didn't plan that soon, but why not? So, as you might know or might not know, so far I just talked about movies and TV shows, or at least one TV show here, and so this pretty much seems like a Japanese movie channel, but usually it's supposed to be more of a little bit wider topic. I mean, I showed some Gunpla before, so yeah, my goal is not just to talk about movies, even though, yeah, for example, this one is very nice too, and I want to go wider, and for me it's not even that different, but I think some people separate very strictly. What I mean is talking about manga and anime. Like, of course, I don't want this to be a pure anime channel because I don't watch that much, but every once in a while I watch anime and I'm very happy about watching anime because a long time ago anime was my life and I loved anime and I thought I would love anime until I die, and I still love anime, but I just don't watch it as much because I watch some other stuff as well. But yeah, so now 2 movies are getting a release in the West, and I watched them already this year. It's been a while, but I thought, why not talk about them? Because it's maybe good for the clicks, and they're both very, very good movies and very worth talking about. So, first, I wanna talk about Look Back. That's a very beautiful picture here. Yeah, Look Back. Which is based on a manga by Tatsuki Fujimoto, most famous for Chainsaw Man. The director here is Kiyotaka Oshiyama, who worked, for example, on Devilman Crybaby, Flip Flappers, and Shishigari, which I don't know. The other 2 probably pretty good. I still haven't watched them. I watched a little bit Flip Flappers, but yeah, I was told it's really good. We have a huge cast. I will just get to the most important ones here. We have Yumi Kawai, who we already established as one of the big breakout stars this year, who was, for example, recently in Desert of Namibia and in It's a Sci-Fi. We talked about her a lot. Then we have Mizuki Yoshida, who did some stuff that I have never heard of. And we have, for example, Yoichiro Saito, who was in Eureka or Call Me Chihiro. Yeah, and some other people. So, Look Back is a very short movie. It's only 58 minutes long, and I think that's the most important thing. By the way, like I said, it's based on a manga. I still haven't read the manga. I have it here, but I haven't read. And they handed out these nice storyboards, which look like this. And I'm not sure how different it actually is from the manga. I think the movie is very close. Yeah, it's like a one-shot manga, so not too long, and I think the differences won't be that big. And I should maybe put this here. That's maybe looks better. So I guess at least in English and German, the manga is out, so you can easily read it, and the movie will be released on Amazon Prime, I think pretty much worldwide. So watch it. It's amazing. It's an absolutely fantastic movie. I watched it in the cinema twice because, yeah, why not? One time I went alone and then someone was like, hey, let's go, and yeah, let's go again, even though it's really, really depressing and sad, but we will get to the plot in a minute. What I think, I said the length of this movie is one of the biggest strengths, and yeah, especially nowadays where people are like, yeah, to establish well-written, deep characters, you need at least a TV show, and to handle something as trivial as a superhero story, you need at least 3 hours of movie. Yeah, can't do anything shorter. And so I'm always happy if I see like an 80, 90, or maybe even 60-minute movie, even a little bit shorter. And for example, here the like Kamen Rider or Super Sentai do that a lot. Like you have a double feature, 60 and 25 minutes or so. And that's enough. That's totally fine to tell us normal like superhero story. You don't need 3 hours Marvel stuff. Anyway, so this one is a character drama. It's focused on 2 characters. Really, really deep, really, really nice. And it's just 58 minutes long and does stuff that others can't do in a whole season of a TV show. Yeah, like if this was a Hollywood production, they would have done like at least a mini series, like every detail, and this just puts it in 58 minutes. And that's so wonderful and made me so happy that someone is able to tell a compelling, emotional, completely packed story in such a short time. Like the first time I was just like, wow, I just watched Furiosa a few days before and I was like, Furiosa is definitely the movie of the year, and I see this and and maybe not, maybe this is better. And the second time I watched it, I just sat there and was from start to finish emotionally destroyed because I knew what's gonna come. And it's really, 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 really great and sad, and animation is fantastic. It's so well drawn and animated, and it's so beautiful. It's really, 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 really wonderful. So, a little bit about the story. We have a girl in school, and for the school newspaper, she draws little Yonkoma manga, so 4 pictures. Yeah, and we get one in animated form, and it's really funny and really cute and wonderful. So someday the teacher asks her, like, do you mind if someone else takes over that job? We have this girl who doesn't really come to school, but she likes drawing manga. Do you mind if we put one of hers into the school newspaper? Yeah, of course. I don't care. Yeah, like she is very, very arrogant and very like, I'm amazing. Yeah, very confident. And some people ask her like, well, why do you do this manga stuff? Aren't you too old? Like they're about to graduate. I forgot, is it elementary school that they graduate, or is it junior high school already? I forgot. Anyway, some people say, you're gonna be too old to do this comic book stuffs. Yeah, you need to do some more adult things, like, I don't know, drugs and sex. No, probably not. Anyway, so she said, let that girl do the manga for a while, and I just do some other stuff. And then the manga comes, and it's so much better than hers. So, like, she's panicking. Holy cow, what's going on? Why is this human so much better than I am? And she basically gives up manga. Yeah, she's like, nope, I'm not going to do this anymore. And when it comes to the graduation, her teacher asks her, hey, can you take this certificate and take it to that girl and give it to her? And she's not coming, so still graduated. Could you do that, please? And she's like, no, why? And does it anyway, of course. And nobody's home, so she just leaves it and doodles a little manga about that girl probably being dead. And she realizes who came to her house and storms out of the house like, oh wait, I'm your biggest fan, I love your work, and you made me wanna draw manga. And from this brown nosing no, she's completely honest here, from this they become the best friends and they start drawing manga together, and the movie depicts their friendship in the future. Quite a long time they go with them, like finishing their first manga and getting some success, and how it keeps going from there. And we will talk about the rest of it later, because we need to spoil something very, very, very massively to talk about one of the more interesting storytelling elements here. So I'm not going to do that now. I'm just going to say it's a really fantastic movie. It's really, really well made. It's great. It's amazing. You should watch it. Whatever you do, stop this video, watch that movie, come back, and then we will talk about the rest. It's seriously one of the best movies that came out this year. It's so good. Yeah. If you don't believe me with my recommendations and you feel like I'm always too positive, I never complain about tiny stuff enough and I should just give low ratings so I have a bell curve in my letterbox. Now, just believe me, this movie is so amazing. So good. Yeah. Watch it. There's literally nothing to complain about. I can't get angry about anything in this movie. It's just 58 minutes of perfection. Yeah. Watch it. I will watch it again too when it comes out. Yeah. And you should watch it. Just watch it. It's so good. Yeah. Okay. So let's get to the spoiler. Fat, evil, nasty spoiler. We must talk about why this movie is so depressing and terrible and evil and might kill your mind and soul and make you turn into a crying mess. Yeah. So we follow their career path. When they're in high school, they finish one manga and they find a publisher who's like, oh, I really like this and you should become a professional after graduation. And our protagonist is very much there for this, and her friend is more like, I'm sorry, but I want to go to university and study art to become really, really good at drawing. And basically their friendship breaks and is over, and it's horrible. Like the scene when they have this conversation is so depressing. It's so nasty. Basically, I forgot the girls' names. We have Fujino and Kiyotaka. So together it's Fujimoto, which is the author's name. And yeah, so we have the Fujino, who tells her like, hey, you can't survive alone, you can't do that alone, it's crazy. And she cries and she's like, oh my god, I want to become better, I want to become stronger, I want to become greater. Yeah, basically all for their, I mean, I interpreted it as, I want to do this so we can be greater later together. Yeah. So, yeah, basically their friendship ends. One becomes a pro and the other one becomes a university student. And Fujino, who becomes a pro, draws a manga that's called a Shark Kick. I guess that's a little pun on the authors. The authors were Fire Punch. Yeah, it's a Shark Kick becomes quite popular, and the other one studies at university. And someday on the news, there's this story that a girl at that university got killed by another student. And yeah, we find out pretty soon that it's her. And then we have another movie about a loss and how to handle loss. And she goes back to her house that basically still looks the same. And finds another paper for Yonkoma manga. And suddenly the movie goes back in the past and takes a different turn. It goes back to the day they met, and in this version they don't meet. And yeah, so they skip this friendship, but they survive basically. And I think that's an absolutely brilliant storytelling device to get to something happier, just to confront us with a really, really terrible reality. But I think that's a very real thought, like what would have happened if I wasn't there and I didn't do that to her. Like, basically she gave her the best time of her life, but in the end that led to her getting killed. I mean, of course, like, the Fujino's character isn't to blame here, it's not her fault, but she led her on the path that led her to want to go to university, and so of course she blames herself and thinks about this possibility, what would have been if I didn't do this, and things would have been different, and we get this very happy meeting years later at university. And it's just so depressing, it's so sad. Yeah, it's, like I said, one of the greatest movies I've seen this year. Please watch it. Like I said, it's on Amazon Prime very soon. I think somewhere in November. And I guess this will be out early November, this video. So please watch it. Do yourself a favor. It's so good. It's not at all like Chainsaw Man. Don't think that. There's not really like gore or something like that. Just feels like a very personal story. I don't know how much it's based on real experiences that the author might have had, but it feels like something very, very personal, and it's just really, really amazing. So I just can't do anything else than say it's wonderful. So please watch it. Thank you for watching this video. See you soon with another anime video. We have two more coming. One I will record now, the other one in a couple of days. Next one will be, I can spoil here, the colors within Kimi no Iro. Really nice. And then we will talk later about Bocchi the Rock, the TV anime, the movies, the exhibition, the cafe, and the concert. And I have one or two words maybe about the theater play as well. So the whole package of insanity. Yeah, thank you. See you soon. Bye.